is this not? No, next. It won't. Public. Location. Why is this not? Why is this not opening? Oops. Oh, I could erase that a little bit, couldn't I? You know what? I don't think it's going to work. It's all right. It's okay. Leave it. We're going to have to look at me a little bit there. That works.
Good morning. 9:30 on a Saturday morning here at 21.6 The Net, of course, is Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan-Hartgraves. Today, part 2 of Cusp readings. And of course, as always, if you have questions, feel free to comment out here on the YouTube, on 21.6 The Net's YouTube, on your enchantedSky.com.
You can do that too. One of these days we're gonna get this all meshed together.
That's right.
Know?
Yes, we are.
So
yes, we are.
Yes, and we're in the process. Also, I've had a lot of people asking me about my tie dye because I always wear tie dye. Today I'm not, but normally it's all I wear. And so people are asking about t-shirts and sweatshirts. So they're gonna start seeing merchandise.
Yep, we're gonna have some swag coming.
I think we should put my logo on there because
I love
my
it.
logo. So,
yeah.
So,
that is it. Well, okay. Welcome in Cusp readings. Now, we left off last week.
Yes, we left off on, I did half.
Yeah.
On purpose. So 6 and 6.
Yeah. I think
so we left off on, see, look, I got my notes. I should start doing transcripts because I had somebody else that asked for them. So, and maybe like type them up and then like they're available because that way you've got paperwork.
Yeah. You only have 17 more hours in the day to do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm busy. You guys don't know how busy. It's funny because she knows I'm doing like 18 things. So
Lord.
Yeah, I know. I just need. Well, this has kind of taken on a life of its own. I'm letting it just go, and I got 30,000 people at one time at a month watching my YouTube channel so far. So on an average. So.
And we just want to say that here in the studio we are socially distant.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that everybody is safe out there, wearing masks, washing your hands. Using hand sanitizer, but being very, very safe out there.
Well, we're trying to stay safe because where I'm at, it's a hotbed. There's 1 in 3 people that have it, and it's really bad. So stay safe out there. Do whatever you guys got to do.
Do you want a Diet Coke or something for your?
No, I just drank some Starbucks, and I'll be bouncing off the walls if I'm already really super high energy. So yeah, I'm really high. I get people they don't understand that I talk really fast all the time, that I don't. People are like, you go up and down. No, I'm like this all the time.
Wound up, ready to go.
I'm wound up,
wound for sound, as they say.
Yep. So we left off last time where we were talking about the Taurus Gemini Cusp energy.
Yes,
that was where we left off. So the next one, because that one is Taurus Gemini, which is the 17th to the 23rd of May. So the next one that we've been talking about is the Gemini Cancer Cusp of Magic. So that's the June 18th, 24th. Aren't you that?
Yeah. Well, I'm July 18th.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So I'm
you're
the
Cancer.
Next one. Yeah, I'm the next one.
Okay.
Cancer Leo.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So the Gemini Cancer Cusp of Magic, you have to remember a Gemini is an air sign. The Cancer is a water sign. So air so that you understand what's going on is air is usually they're communicative. They can communicate really well because it's, things through air. Yeah. So, and then Cancer is very emotional. So imagine both those together. So this is usually what you end up with somebody. If you're the 18th, about the 18th to 24th. Now, remember that you can be a couple days before, a couple days after, and it still affects you. So anybody's like, well, I'm the 17th of June. I'm like, it still affects you. Maybe not as much as the other people that are cusps. Now, I actually had somebody that told me that cusps aren't real. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you must not be a cusp, because if you are a cusp, you understand that this is very real. Okay. And we also want to talk too, that there's some people that have told me, and you know what, it's true, because 3,000 years ago, astrology has changed. The planets have changed. Things are in a little bit different orbit. So the actual cusp, like more people are in cusp than you think, because remember how some people have said, like, I think NASA was saying that the zodiac signs have changed a little.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I just think this affects a lot more people than you think it does. So that's where I'm at. So now, so the Gemini Cancers, like, they're really very, very caring, empathetic. They're dreamers. The Gemini is a dreamer. They are dreamers. They are very cheerful, optimistic, generous, hopeless romantics. So Cancers can be this way. Now, I've seen, because I've got so many Cancers in my life, they have a tendency to hold it in and not let you know how they feel. They try to. You can kind of read them, but and it's usually for a Cancer man, because my grandpa was one, my dad was one, I've got a nephew that's one, my husband's one, his best friend, my best friend. It's just the girl Cancer is different than a guy Cancer. Women are it's okay for women to express emotions. So, but men, they try so hard not to, but they're very like a seething ball of emotion that's up inside, and they want to just blah, 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 but they won't, because they're trying to hold it in. So that's what you get, a combination of a Gemini. Gemini is a fun-loving. They're good. Most people just really like Geminis. They're also two different people. They can be very different at different times. So, anyway, so the Gemini cusp, the Gemini Cancer cusp, empathetic, caring, hopeless romantics, confident. They notice, they pay attention. They pay attention to people. They're good people readers.
Sure.
Okay. But they can also be a little bit moody. See, remember I said Gemini's got two things going on.
Right.
Okay. They've got a real enchanting personality. I mean, most Geminis I know, people just are drawn to you because that's the way your personality is. They have a advanced attitude. It's kind of almost like otherworldly and childlike a little bit in their optimism. Even though they can see through people, they have a little tendency to be a little naive too. I know so many people. My grandfather actually was a cusp of magic. He was June 21st. No, my dad was the 24th. My grandfather was the 21st. I understand it. And they're brooders. They're broody. They're, as a matter of fact, that's one of the negatives. They're obstinate, distant, self-absorbed brooders. They're moody. They can be very moody.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So you see how you're both at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, if you keep stuff bottled up a lot, that can happen.
Yeah. Well, my dad always, my father was still alive. He always would, after my mother passed, and she passed very suddenly, and he was like, well, we all knew what a rough time he was having. Then one day he finally looked at me and goes, I'm having a rough time after losing your mom. I'm like, no, really? Like, we knew. We're like, oh my God. Like, we didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. It was so obvious, so see what I'm saying? And they try, I don't know. My father never looked like he had emotion, but he was inside. It was just seething. The same thing as my husband. I think I sometimes have married my father by accident.
Absolutely.
And actually that's very normal, because you go with what you know, by the way. I thought I would tell you that. And that is true. Okay. So now we got the Cancer Leo. Now you're a Cancer Leo cusp, right?
Yes, me and my son.
You both are.
I'm the 18th and he's the 20th.
Okay. So you're looking at about the 18th to about the 24th, or I think it's the 17th to the 23rd on this one, because sometimes they change a little. But here's what they are, because now with Cancer and Leo is this outgoing, lion-hearted, I'm brave, but inside I always say the lion in the Wizard of Oz, that's a Leo lion.
That's a Leo.
You would think that you act like you know everything and you're this big, strong guy, but inside you're like, you're not, you're scared, and you're scared of everything, really. It's just, and for Leo women, though, Leo women have a tendency to be a little more confident in themselves, self-assured, outgoing. I like Leos. Sagittarius and Leos get along. My son-in-law is a Leo. One of my best friends from college was a Leo. I didn't realize at the time we hit it off famously. And now I look back, I'm like, holy shit. she was a Leo. You know, I'm like, duh.
Right.
Yeah, it makes totally sense, you know. But anyway, this is what the Cancer Leos are. It's called the Cusp oscillation, by the way. Oscillation, because you go back and forth a little. Okay. So you're analytical, you're efficient, sociable, you have very high morals from right and wrong. Okay. You never give up, never say die. You're graceful, sensitive, and you stand tall. And that's the Leo in you.
Sure.
Just, you know, okay. So now the male-female combination, you're very, very both male and female. You have a very good female side to you.
Well, there you go.
So there, and that does make sense for you, by the way.
No, yeah,
my producer,
and
yeah,
of
that
course,
very much. If you know, yeah.
And my wife is listening, I think, this morning,
Yes.
so she could chime in and say, yes, absolutely, or no, you're dead on. Yeah.
So you're sensitive and you're combative spirit with a dramatic flair. That's yeah. Must combine kindness and sensitivity with boldness and self-confidence. See, that's the thing you're always working on.
Yeah, that's the balance.
Yeah. Now here's your negative. Here we go again. Moody. You can be controlling and you avoid risks sometimes.
Yeah.
You want to play it safe. So does that describe you?
Yeah,
That does describe you, doesn't
pretty
it?
good.
Because I know
Yeah.
you well enough now that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's you. Yeah, yeah.
And I'll blame it on trying to be perfect.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, and perfection.
That's how I avoid
Well,
the risk.
Yes, and Leo has a tendency to be like that. You know, I'm telling you, 5 years ago, you would have never saw me talking like this because I didn't really know if I believed in the zodiac. And the more research I personally have done, the more I know that this crap is true. It is so true. It is so Oh yeah. So
I mean, there's a reason, right? That God created the heavens and earth, the stars, right?
I think well, it's a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
And that you're choosing when you're coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep thinking, well, maybe you were born a certain thing and then you become that. I think it's the opposite. Hi, Jackie. I'm hoping that Kelly comes through. Kelly is in England, and I keep missing her. She has a technology issue, and she doesn't know how to use some of the technology.
Right.
Well, good, which is fine. It's normal. But I called her this morning because I made an appointment with her through Google Calendar, and I don't think she understood what that was.
Gotcha.
So Kelly, call me again if you're listening. I told you to turn on and watch my show, so that way I can get a hold of you. It's kind of hard because the phones, it's just really funky with the phones. It's easier to do Google Meets in Europe. And that's what I've been doing in Australia. It seems like that works. Because I am getting calls from everywhere.
Jody Boxell, hello from England herself.
Hi, Jody. Yeah. You're 6 hours ahead, right? You should be 6 hours ahead. See, I know all the time zones now. Like I know that Australia is 1 day and 3 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So they're already into Sunday, and it's 9 here, so it's almost noon there. See?
And we love our fans and followers from the UK, and we will not try to do an English accent. That's how much we respect you.
You know what's so funny is I am like my family's from Scotland, and I'm over half. So yeah. So yeah, I half, and I got a little touch of. I kept saying I was French. Oh no, you're not. And then have you guys had the DNA tests done? I've had my ancestors from DNA, and they have changed it 8 times now, and it comes back. And originally they said I was
Which life
French.
are they going with?
Well, exactly. First they said I'm French, then they say I'm not, then they say I am,
Yeah.
and I know I'm part Jewish. And they say I'm not, and I'm like, you're full of garbage. Because first you said it was, now you say it's not. Now you say my ability is coming from my Jewish family, and I know that. So I know for sure. Yeah. If we choose, like, I lost my. What did that say?
I don't know.
I'll have to look at that in a. Wait, here we go. Top chat, live chat, all messages. There we go. Thank you.
There we go.
If we choose when we come in, I wonder why I decided to come in at Aries, Taurus, Cusp, because I'm a hot mess. Well, because that's what you're supposed to learn. We all come in kind of like hot messes. So yeah.
So there is. So what you're saying is this go round, we come in where, hey, we need a little help in this area.
Yes, and me is patience.
Yeah.
I'm getting, it's so funny. I'm so patient with like kids. I'm so patient with like my people that that are my clients, but I have no patience. And like, if I have to stand in line, you'll see me jumping in because I can't, I'm so highly wired all the time.
Sure.
And And one of my friends says, you know what the problem is? It isn't that you're so highly wired. You're absorbing energy from other people, and you need to get rid of it.
Wow.
That's why you need to go walk 5 miles. And I do. I go play tennis. And so it is true. I admit that.
No, you're very active,
as an empath. So now back to this. Now we're going back to the Leo Virgo, and Leo Virgo is the cusp of exposure and duality. So just remember that. Now I'm going to explain what that is.
Sure.
Okay. You have a tendency to be, Virgo is money oriented too. So, because it's an earth sign. So you got that fire sign and the earth sign. Like I'm fire earth. And so they're very much like me. And I do have several friends that are Leo Virgo cusps because we get each other. Okay. So you have a tendency to be really super ambitious. And you're a perfectionist. You're a visionary. Like you can see the bigger picture. You're really good at that. You're passionate, but yet systematic. You're altruistic, which I find that very interesting. Huh. Thoughtful. You like being in the spotlight. You like being on stage. You like this kind of stuff. I do not. I don't mind at all ever being on a stage.
Sure.
Let's see, here we go again. That's the fire earth. Willing to put themselves out there to take a risk. Now they're opposite of you. They're risk takers. They don't mind, So, this is a very interesting one. Indecisive romantically, can't stay with one partner. So if you somebody that's out
not
there,
that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all. But cusp of exposures. Tell me if that isn't accurate. If anybody out there that's like listening to me, because I got like 1,000 people listening. Tell me what if I'm right on that. Okay, because that's what I did. I've done this research, and I'm finding that this stuff is very, very accurate. So
now, when you do your readings, does this come into play as well?
It can sometimes. Like I know it's funny, but I'll just start reading because I'm a medium.
Yeah,
and they'll tell me from the other side, and then I'll say to them, I said, "Are you a Cancer?" And they'll go, "How'd you get that?" Because you feel like a Cancer, or you feel like a Scorpio, or you feel like that. Okay. Hi, Donna. My first time with you. I am like a hot mess at the moment. We're all a hot mess. I sat after the American elections, by the way, and I've got half of my followers are out of the country.
Sure.
I sat and cried. I cried all day Friday, just to letting out that I was so relieved.
A lot of people did.
Yeah. I've never in all my life seen the mess we're in right now.
Yeah.
And I just sat and cried, and I felt much better.
So then Donna
my boss was watching me cry. I really didn't want them to see me cry, but I couldn't quit. I couldn't stop all day, all afternoon I cried. Yeah. So
and of course, and she says, and to top it off, I'm a Scorpio as well.
Oh, you're a Scorpio. Okay.
And Jody,
I'm getting to, are you a Scorpio cusp? I'm getting to the Scorpio cusps.
And Jody says the same thing.
Scorpio is an interesting thing because Scorpio's watery and an emotional. Ooh. And they'll put you in your place though, too.
Yeah.
And you have to be careful not to be poor me. You have to be real careful as a Scorpio not to do that. Oh, poor me.
Okay. So, and again, stick around because the last 15 minutes of the show is a chance where we can ask you questions.
Yep.
If we don't get to your question, feel free to reach out to Lana. You'll see it there on the screen, www.enchantedskye.com. You can follow her on YouTube. You can follow her on Facebook.
I'm on Instagram, but I don't really like Instagram all that much.
We're too old for that. Or you can reach out to us here at 216net at www.216net@gmail.com and ask her a question, and we can make sure that she gets that. Okay. Now, are we going to give away a free reading again for somebody who?
Yes, I did do it last weekend. I couldn't get a hold of the person. So you guys, what if I talk to you on live right now? You contact me. So enchantedskye.com or 216thenet.com.
Yep. Okay.
Because I tried really hard to get a hold of that guy last week and I couldn't get a hold of him.
So,
because I think he's out of the country. And the way I contact you, I got my braces in today, is that I go through Google Meet.
Yep.
That way it goes right through. It goes to an email and you just tap the link at the time I tell you and you talk to me. So for people that aren't real techie, I was just telling them about, I have somebody that's having a hard time with technology because they're a little older. I said, just tap it. Just tap on it. It'll open right up and it says join.
So
and that way it's easy.
And Jody, born in Halloween, says no one will ever pick me for a reading. I think it's because I'm a witch.
Nah.
And,
you're a white witch. Nah. I do. I have friends that practice that kind of stuff. It's not that big a deal.
I don't think I'm a witch, but some may say so.
No.
Come on.
Nah. Nah. You guys, make sure you ask me a question in a few minutes.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Back to this, because you got me. See, this is why we call it metaphysical meanderings, because you get me off subject. And that's what the kids do at school. They know that they can get me off a little bit and then they talk all hour and they don't have to do any work. So they sometimes will do that to me. And I just kind of chuckle because I'm like, I had somebody tell me recently I'm all over the place. And I said, no, actually, I'm focused. You get me off. You are the people that get me off. And I'm like, yeah. So anyway, let's get back to this. So the Leo Virgo has these really, their duality. It's because you're very excitable, but you have the ability to stay calm. Huh. And which is interesting on a Leo, because Leo is like, they're real high energy. Fire signs we're just balls of energy.
Right.
So ability to keep a secret. So this person can be trusted to keep a secret, because some people can't. I'm trying to think of what signs. There's those Geminis can't. Now,
is that more secret. The Leo, or is that the Virgo that's a secret keeper?
I would say it was Leo, but
because I've had people say, well, why didn't you tell me about that? Well, it wasn't my place to tell you about
exactly. Well, that's part of being the lion, the leader of the pride, So being yes, you can get a reading. If you want to go to Enchanted Sky, I have a limited.
You'll see it right there.
I have a limited. I used to say I'll give you your money back for anything, and now it's a little bit more limited because people are taking advantage of it. Well, that didn't happen, and it didn't happen like you said. I said, well, has the time even gone up yet? No, you said it happened February. It's November. Hello. So I'm at a point where I'm like, no, you know what? I gave her money. I will.
Sure.
I will never fight with you about it. But would you please wait until it happens or doesn't happen? Yeah, I'm like, okay. Right. That's what one of my friends said. I wouldn't have given it back. You know what? I'm not going to fight you. I'm just not. I'm not to do it. So anyway, now my Leo Virgos, they can keep a secret, right? Great partners once they commit.
Oh.
They're non-committal. I think that's the Leo part of them. Well, Virgo, Virgo's an earth sign. Their feet are on the ground. So yeah, that's part of their Virgo qualities. They show their feelings through their actions. They don't say them. Now, remember, it's not an air sign at all.
Sure.
Air signs are talkers. They're communicators, where they're not. See, that's why they show it through their actions, because a Leo is a doer. See how you get that? See how you get this, you guys, a little bit? Now, negativity, they got a lot of I'm sorry, but you know why? Because it's such an extreme two signs.
Sure.
Okay, they give off airs like I'm rich. They like I give off. Yeah, they fake it a little bit sometimes. So they want things to look a certain way to other people. That's the Virgo in them, because Virgos are earth signs, which are money signs.
So yeah.
Okay, they can be snobby. They can be know-it-alls. That's the Leo. They can boast. They can be overly critical, lack tolerance, and lack patience.
That's it. Jody.
And they often change their minds a lot too. So it's just, this one is one of the more extreme signs, honestly. I still think Sag Cap is too.
Yeah.
So.
Jody says her husband's Virgo, quite temperamental at times and so negative, but loving and caring.
And you know what? And Virgos are earth signs. He should be good with money or have a job where he makes decent money. If he doesn't, he's doing something wrong, because Virgos, like any of the earth signs, are money magnets.
Yeah. Taurus,
Capricorn, Virgo. So, okay. So now we're going to get to the Virgo Libra, because we're almost done, you guys. Getting pretty close here. That's the cusp of beauty. All right. Oh. They are not just physically, they appreciate beautiful things. Okay. Now this is interesting because and this is an interesting thing, because sometimes you have these characteristics, you guys, because your chart is full of different signs. Like it could be in Mercury, it could be in Libra. You could be Venus in Libra. I have a lot of Libra. I've been told many times I appreciate beautiful things. Well, I do because I'm an art teacher. Everything's aesthetic for me. I'll be like, oh, that's pretty, or you know what I'm saying? I don't mean
that's the picture behind you, right?
Yeah,
Look at that.
you know what? Yeah, I appreciate that kind of stuff. So I get the Libra thing. Now, one thing is you're observant. So, and by the way, this is September 19th to 25th.
Yeah.
Leo Virgo was August 19th to 25th. See how they differ just a little bit sometimes? Yeah. All right. They're gentle. And Libras are usually very gentle. They're very gentle people. Thoughtful, charming, strong-willed, communicative. Okay. Because I was just telling you about air signs. Elegant, social. They have a code of conduct and they're high morals also. Libra representing, it's represented by the justice. Like they have a sense of social justice. Okay. Yeah. That's very much a part of Libra. So, okay. Oh, Felicia's my Sag Cap Cusp also. I'm a Sag Cap Cusp. I'm the 19th of December. Artistic. They want to make a good impression, and that's a very important thing to a Virgo Libra. Huh. Okay. Ambitious, analytical. Now look at this. Social justice freaks.
Ooh.
Because that Virgo is just so strong in there. Oh, good. Hi, Carrie. She's a Virgo Libra cusp. Am I describing you, Carrie? I hope so.
And what are the dates again?
The September 19th to the 25th. It could even be the 17th or 18th, and then the 25th or 26th, 27th. So it's around in there. Okay, within a day or two.
Sure.
Okay. Yes, she goes, oh, yes, you're describing me. See, I'm telling you, there's something to this. And people always go, you know how you go on your newspaper, and remember you used to go in the newspaper and look at your horoscope, and it was so inaccurate. You're like, oh my God, really? Well, you have to understand there's 3 signs that make you. And then all the other ones too. Your combination of your sign is 1 in, what they say, 33 million. Yeah. So that means you only share your exact chart with like 20 people in the world, just about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's really weird that, let's see, no, that 33 million times 20. Nope, that ain't it. It's more like maybe 50. Yeah. So yeah, think about it, you guys.
And of course, if you have questions or you want to reach out during the show, feel free to comment.
Go ahead.
Either on the YouTube channel for you at Enchanted Sky, and or on Facebook at 216 The Net, and or the 216 The Net YouTube channel. And of course, visit Lana at www.enchantedskye.com. It's SKYE. Yep. And you can talk with her anytime during the week.
Like a half an hour a week. Yeah. If you call
she's around all the time.
If you call me during the weekends, I block my weekends out because I'm so busy. But if you call me, I will make an appointment with you. Yeah. So a lot of people are like, well, I want to talk Sunday. I'm fine with that, but you just got to tell me. Okay. I'm a first
Pisces.
Yeah. Pisces, you probably are a, by the way, it's Ving.
Yeah, probably King Louis maybe is what I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pisces is off usually psychic, by the way.
Yeah. February 24th.
Yes.
So he's right in that cusp.
Yeah. You're a cusp. Yeah. So, okay. So back to this. Now, most of the people are watching me are cusps. Yeah. I always say people are like, you should have more followers. Well, I got about 30,000, but you have to understand I'd have more, but I'm a specialty. Yeah. And I'm okay with that because this is my specialty. So, yeah.
And of course, Lisa, welcome to the show. Gemini, she says.
Gemini? Okay, cool. Okay. All right. I'm like reading.
Gotcha, King.
Coded for debt. King, he coded for debt. He's in debt. Yeah, well, we all are. Yeah, join the club.
Welcome to the world.
Yeah, welcome to the world. Okay. So Virgo Libra, that cusp of beauty thing. Here's your weaknesses, because if you think about it, it makes all total sense, because the cusp of beauty. You're stubborn. You're vain. You're worrisome. You can be a people pleaser because you are trying really hard to exude beauty. So you know what I'm saying? You're trying really hard to make others happy. And that's something that Libra is known for, by the way. Okay. You spend too much. You're critical when people don't match your idea of standard. And that is a huge thing for me. Like I try so hard not to be judgmental, but this is I have a very high moral standard. And when people don't have the same moral standard as me, I'm like, well, how could you do that? And people are like, what do you mean? I said, I can't believe you did that. That's, you know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
And I am Libra all over the place in my chart. I think I'm a Saturn Libra. I'd have to look again, but I got a lot of Libra. Yeah. So, okay. So here we go. So we only have 2 more and it's perfect timing because
it's like you've done this before. You've got this figured out.
It's like I'm getting, 4 months now I've done this. And I'm doing pretty good. I've got this down now. So I always said I was going to have my own show. I've made my predictions, right?
Yeah.
So, and I was right. And I got a whole bunch of predictions for you guys,
Spot on.
way, because we were just, I every once in a while, the only thing that I missed so far is I said we're getting another check in August. And I am off, and I will admit that. And I said, remember, they all talked about it, and then they all left. I still say we're going to get one. I still say before the end of the year. So let's see. I still think there's one coming. There's something coming. There's some type of money coming. So hopefully it's not just something that I won or something. Well, I wouldn't care for that, I guess. That would be nice.
Sure.
Money's always nice.
Helps.
Yes, it helps. In this lifetime, that's the main thing that most people are working on. I don't think they understand that money is one of the main issues or surviving.
Right.
You don't have to do that on the other side. You don't have to even eat. So, life is much easier on the other side. So, okay. So Libra, Scorpio, this was my mother. My mother was this. I got all kinds of people in my family that are this too. Both my granddaughters are Scorpio risings. My daughter's a Scorpio rising.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was a Scorpio. I see the personality traits and I have to laugh because my daughter is so much like my mother that I have to chuckle. The personality and everything, it just kills me. It just makes me laugh. Anyway, so Libra, Scorpio is the cusp of drama and criticism. Now, we're not talking that they create drama, but Scorpios do like drama. Don't tell me that you don't, and I'm not insulting you, but you do like drama. I just know you do. Okay? Sometimes you accidentally create it.
There we go.
Here we go. I'm not, and the criticism doesn't come, the criticism comes because from you and your high standards. And that's what they mean by drama and criticism, by the way. Okay. I just have to chuckle because Scorpios, I hear people say, Scorpios are crazy. No, they just view the world, of all the signs, they view the world a little differently.
Is that right?
They just do. I know how to explain it, but I'm going to give you some stuff that can help you guys. Okay. So they're glamorous. They like the spotlight. They like the drama. Here we go. Now, my daughter's a professional singer. She's in the band Earth to Clark. I don't know. They've been on the radio, cool. But she's in the band Earth to Clark. So she likes the spotlight. So, and I know that. So I'm waiting for my 2 granddaughters to like the spotlight too, because their grandma does too, even though I've got a lot of Scorpio in my chart also, by the way. Libra and Scorpio, almost all of it. No Cancer. It's weird. Anyway, they're perfectionists. Everything's got to be just so. And that is very Scorpio, by the way. They like things just so. Okay. Drama. Yeah, Jody goes, drama follows me everywhere. Yes, it does. That's a Scorpio thing.
She said you're hitting it right on the head.
Yep,
this is me.
Yep. Very dominating. You can be. You want your way. Now, I'm not saying like I don't, because, but I have a lot of Scorpio. Like I said, I have almost all Scorpio and all Libra in my chart, except for where, I'm my sun, my moon, and my rising or Capricorn and stuff. So they thirst for knowledge, self-disciplined. They have very loyal friends. See, I have a hard time as a Sag. Sages are very loyal, very, like, almost to a fault. And I cannot understand when people are not loyal. I don't get it. I don't, because, like loyal like a dog, once you're my friend, you're my friend, and I will kill for you, just about, and I just had somebody that backstabbed me at work, and I just kind of went, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? Yeah. Jody put loyal before you said it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Intellect, emotions, you have a balancing act going on there. You have your intellect and you have your emotions because Scorpio's water. Yeah. I think you'd make a great attorney myself. Anybody who's a Libra Scorpio would make, do you know what I'm saying? They're balancing those emotions with all their sense of justice. Yeah.
And Jody says, don't cross me though.
Yeah,
you will not be forgiven.
That is absolutely right on a Scorpio. Don't cross a Scorpio, man. And they don't forget. That's part of Scorpio. See what I'm saying? Right. I know Scorpio because I know I've lived around them my whole life. So you can be open-minded. You have a pretty good open mind. You try not to pass judgment because you have social justice. Here we go again. This is something that's interesting. You're often a sexual dynamo. I'm like, go figure.
How about that?
Yeah, about that one. And a tenacity and hard worker. And I know the hard work thing is Scorpio. Okay. Peter, I know you're a cap. You're like me. You're cappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have tuned in last week.
Yeah.
We talked about your cusp.
My cusp.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
A week late, Pete. Nice. Now we can give Pete a little bit of static for the new listeners out there. He's the station owner.
Yeah. So. He's usually listening though. He usually is. Your negatives. Now here's your negatives because then you'll understand yourself. Dory goes, oh yeah. Full of drama and criticism. Like you are gonna say what you think to people, and sometimes people don't like it. So yeah, you're judgmental. You lack tact. You're bossy, sarcastic, jealous, and egocentric. Hey, we all have our negative traits. Okay. All right. And I have to laugh because it just makes me laugh because I can think, okay, when I do readings so that you guys understand where this is all coming from. When I do readings on YouTube for the month, I concentrate on your sign, I know somebody that sign. So what I do is I concentrate what's going on with them. Oh. And that's how I get your readings. People are like, oh my God, you're so accurate. You're so accurate. I said, that's all I'm doing. I'm concentrating because I don't use cards when I read. Because I'm a medium. Okay. Yeah. Jody's like, that's honest. Yep. That's true. So, okay. My last sign is my Scorpio Sag. Okay. They're the cusp of revolution. They can be movers and changers. They can be. They're from November 18th to the 24th. Okay.
So we're rolling into it.
So yep. We're rolling into that one right now. So you might start feeling that little bit of Scorpio Sag energy. Yeah. Just I don't know about anybody else, but being a Sag, I have such high energy all the time. I can't sit still. I always thought, well, somebody said, well, are you bipolar or something? I'm like, no, I'm just high. I'm always like this. I'm high energy. Mm-hmm. I'm an empath. I'm picking up energy from other people also. And I have to be very careful right now with all the garbage going on with COVID and everything. I'm not exercise. I didn't go play tennis this week. And I play like an hour and a half. And and then I'm okay. Because it's such high energy stuff that I'm getting all that out. So, and by the way, yeah, I'm a little compassion fatigued at times because I listen to so many different people. Mm-hmm. So anyway, what's Pete got up? What's up there?
I don't know. He's got a little Capricorn sign or something.
Yeah, he's got something there. Yeah. Yeah. Pizza. Yeah, I see you, Pete. Okay. So my Scorpio Sages they're very versatile. Because remember your water and your water and your fire. So your that real intense Sag energy is getting put out. I always say it's water, and your water puts out your fire a little. For me, I'm a Pisces moon. So I always say that the Pisces that water puts my fire out just a little bit.
Interesting.
So yeah. You can imagine if I was double Sag or something, I'd be like crazy. People would I'm intense, like they say, like my cusp is. They always say my cusp is intense. Well, it'd be over the top. So it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. You're charming, versatile, ambitious because of the Sag. A very great intensity and passion. It's not as intense as like my cusp. It's not quite the same. It's a little less, lots of passion for what you do and what you choose to do. Okay. You have good self-esteem. You're self-aware. You're very much a humanitarian, which I understand that Sages have Oh, thank you. I got somebody from Romania saying I'm so accurate. Thank you. You want to destroy the status quo. You're always asking why. Why? I do that a lot. I always question authority. I don't know what it is about me. I'm like, well, those are the rules. I'm like, well, why? I've always my whole life, and it gets me in trouble though in my jobs and stuff sometimes because I push and push and push the envelope a little. Well, who gives you authority? Do you know what I mean? And I do that, and it's almost like it's innate. I try not to cause trouble, but I end up causing trouble anyway because I'm always like questioning it, So they do not like to be tied down. That's a Sag thing. We're movers, shakers, we move. We're the travelers of the zodiac. So that completely makes sense. They're like phoenixes. Like if you were to like lose everything you owned, you got it foreclosed on, within 3 years, you have it all back. Mm-hmm. You're like a phoenix. You just pull yourself out of a mess all the time. Like you'll never have an issue with something. You'll always get the better part of it. Okay. You have high ideals and high morals because that's the Sag. We have very high morals, or at least what we feel are morals. Because I've got Sages that are so like not faithful. It's not because it's a Sag thing because they're fire signs. But in their mind, why? Why not? Right. See, here we go. We question authority again. Yeah. Big empath. Yep. Cancer, Leo. Yeah, that would be a big empath. Cancers they have an empathic ability. They have stamina. They're very intense lovers. So that's something that,
brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah. Can't stand routine and they're playful. So see, here you go. All right. Now here's your weaknesses though. You're rebellious. It's a Sag thing.
Sure.
You just rebel. It's just part of you. You're very intelligent, so you're manipulative. I have found people who are manipulative are actually very, very intelligent because they're able to like figure out ahead.
Persuade.
A couple of steps ahead to how to manipulate people. Impulsive. Now you could be apathetic. You can get like things wear you down a little and you get apathetic. Okay. Easily depressed. You have to be real careful of that because of the 2 sign combinations that you are. Okay. Scorpio can be depressed sometimes because of the water sign. So you have to be careful of that. High expectations from others. Like you expect the best from everybody every single time.
Yeah, Pete, it does. I noticed that too.
Yeah, you like that too. I know. I liked it, and I got some people complimented because it's two things at one time going like a cusp.
That's it.
So yeah, thank you, Peter. So okay, so what are you? If you're one of these signs, if you're not, do you have that energy? Remember, I told you that the energy, because of 3,000 years of just different changes and stuff in the zodiac signs and stuff, and the planetary positions, you may be feeling some of that energy. So I thought I would just mention that.
Okay, so you're listening to 216 The Net. If you're new to our station, you can go out to www.216thenet.com where we have just great shows. You'll see some of them out there right now, scrolling in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You can go to Enchanted Sky, www.enchantedskye.com, and that's where you'll find Lana every day, and she can give you a reading. She is absolutely a master psychic, a medium, so she can handle the things virtually as well. And it's important. Now, we're going to be opening it up for some questions here. It's a question and answer part of the show. But you also brought some drawings.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted to talk about.
That's right. Now, I started doing this. Anybody knows I'm an art teacher. So I have an art degree. And I started doing psychic portraits. And what I do is give me a picture. I'm getting impressions off them and you get a reading with it. So I'm starting doing this was okay. I want just to let you know. These are in black and white.
So these are people who came to you?
Yes, and they wanted it. Now, do you see the difference in the style that I did? Because I know this person I felt had a demon on his back.
Yeah.
This one did. Do you see? I'm picking up and you're getting a full reading on them. And what I'm doing is while I'm drawing, I'm getting impressions like, he said such and such and such and such. These people are actually, this one's past, is come to me and talk to me. And I'm writing down as I'm drawing him. And so they give me, my ultimate goal is to be able to draw it out of my head.
Yeah.
But right now I've got a photo, so I can see you and I can hear you. So then I'm drawing. So I've started doing that too. So you can buy that off EnchantedSky.com.
And you go to Enchanted Sky, and,
Yep.
and Jody just signed up out on Enchanted Sky. Excellent. Thank you, Jody.
Awesome. Thank you. And good. Okay. And I started doing that because I'm like, somebody asked me, could you do that? And I go, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. Because this only takes me about an hour. This was just a quick sketch. I mean, I can paint, I can draw, but I just did it as a quick sketch.
If you wanted 21/6 Annette to draw that, it would be a stick person. Now's the time we're going to open it up. So for all of our listeners out there, and 1.9 million listeners around the world, if you jump out to 216 the net at YouTube and hit the show, if you go to 216 the net on Facebook and hit the show, or you go to Lana's pages as well. She's out right now live on her YouTube page. Go there and ask her a question. Now, don't ask her, you have
to be specific. You have to be maybe like one single question. You go, how's my financial future?
Yeah.
It would take me a half an hour to tell you that. So you have to say, is it going to get better before the end of the year?
Yeah.
And yes, it was Jackie, I think, that just put that on here. And yes, it is going to.
Nice.
I still say now, really quick, I've made several predictions because they talked to me and I just repeat them. That I said there would be some food shortage, and that is going on now, just as we speak. We were just talking about it. I had predicted that. I'm also predicting that there's going to be some upheaval, like unhappy people with protests and rioting coming up here really soon. I predicted that. I hate to say that, but I'm being honest.
That's not a hard one here in America right now.
But a lot of people are saying, I had somebody on my Facebook saying, why hasn't that happened? You're wrong. And I said to him literally, wait a little bit longer. You're going to see some stuff happening. Also, I'm not going to get political.
Jody asks.
I won't get political. I won't get it. I'm trying hard not to.
That's right.
Because I have predictions too.
Right. Bite your lip. But Jody asks, is my mom okay with the arrangements I have made?
Does she have, is she still, okay, does she have Alzheimer's or something, Jody? I want to say that, is she incapacitated? I kind of feel like she is. Am I correct? I think I'm correct. It feels like it. She is stepping out of her body, and you can talk to her. I think people don't understand that I communicate with people in comas. I've communicated with people who are autistic because it's hard for me to say because of my braces. And she just passed. Okay, hold on. She must have had, that must be what she had. See, I can see her. So I was figured she stepped out of her body, but okay, then she's passed. Okay. Because I see her. She says she keeps, and I kept trying to say, she kept coming. She keeps coming to you. Listen, she's coming to you at night in your dreams. Ask to remember, because she wants to communicate with you, and you can't hear her, and she wants to be able to. So I'm acting right now as the medium in between. And she says it doesn't really matter, and that she loves you. You always felt that she didn't love you as much, maybe that there was some favoritism or something, but she says that wasn't true. Okay. Just thought I would tell you that. All right. So now hold on here. Let me pull up my questions on my side. All right. Hold on. Because you guys have to remember, I'm doing two different.
We've got a couple platforms.
Yeah, we got different platforms, and they're not all together yet. So very soon, I think we'll get this. My prediction is in about 6 months, between 4 and 6 months, everything will come together as one. And I don't know. You guys are somehow upgrading something that'll work, by the way. Okay.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I do. Hey,
Buckle up, Pete.
But exactly. Yeah. But when am I? I haven't been wrong. I have a pretty good track record. So
Jody says spot on, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Good. All right. Thank you. She was talking to me.
Lana's amazing.
Thank you.
Truly.
I said, no, it's not me. It's God. I'm just the
You're amazing.
Vehicle. I'm the vehicle. I'm just, don't say that. No, like that. I'm not that. It's just, I'm helping. It's like what I'm supposed to do. Okay. You read my next DEI career move would be be government. Hold on. This keeps fading on me and I'm not sure why. Okay. Is it still leaning that way? Government, you have searched and searched, but have not found anything. Leanna, keep looking. It might be delayed is what I pick up, that it might be into January. Keep looking. It's there. Keep looking. I want to say you're on the internet, like monster.com or something. It's something like a larger Indeed. It's there. I want to say it hasn't been released yet. Like they're getting ready to I'm telling you right now, and I've said this like before, and please look at my Facebook, because you can scroll back and see that I've been right on a lot of stuff. And I want to say everything is like gonna kind of like bottleneck and just explode, because the shots are coming out and people are like, I'm not getting it. And that's okay. But it's gonna lead to things, people getting more confidence in everything. Mm-hmm. And it's the end of January, beginning of February, around then, maybe even to March, it's going to explode. The economy, everything, it's just going to bottleneck. It's kind of like, because we're in kind of like a lockdown now, it's going to explode in a positive way. So trust me. Okay. So if you're not seeing your job you're wanting, be patient. It's coming. Okay. Good. Thank you, Mark. This is Mark. Mark, I tried to get a hold of you. You want a free reading. You need to get a hold of me. Mark Baldwin. Okay. He's on my face, on my on my YouTube right now. So, okay. So just remember that. Contact me, message me through Enchanted Sky. Okay. Because he was the one I was trying to get a hold of last week. So, okay. Okay, thanks. Is money coming to me? Jackie Frazier. Did I already tell you about this? Yeah, I still think we're getting another check. There's some type of money coming, and I'm not quite sure. I said August, so I'm wrong. Time is fluid. Yeah. It's hard to get time. I still say they're going to get stuff to us.
There you go.
Because we have to. There's people that need to be bailed out right now really bad.
So. King says, why is it not meant for my family to stay together, and where do I go from here?
Can I ask, is it supposed to be King Lewis? Because it's hard.
Yeah,
it
is.
It
King
is.
Lewis,
okay.
Yeah.
Are you like into music? Do you do something like you would go to Los Angeles? Is there something? I want to say I don't know if he sings. I want to say there's something that he does. He has a very unique talent and he's very good at it. Yes. See, I'm right. See, yes. Go to Los Angeles. You're going to hit it. It's going to take a couple of years, but you will get some contracts. And I don't normally say that to people, and trust me, I don't. You are different. You are supposed to be doing that. And your family will come back together over you, because I think you're going to be famous. All right. Oh. And I don't say that very often. So I'm trying to, yeah. Okay. Oh, to Atlanta. I say Los Angeles. I feel it's warmer than it. Well, it's warm.
Yeah, hot Atlanta. Yeah.
I still try Los Angeles. Be looking for the right agent, the right person to get you where you're going. Because I feel like what you do, are you a rapper? No, hip hop? Or is it a combination? It's something like that. It's like a combination it's a little different than a normal rapper. And I don't understand what that is. I just know that what you do is you're good at. Okay. Yep, he says I'm trying to go to, yeah. So maybe.
And King, if you want 216net 1.9 million listeners, send us MP3 of some of your music. We'll roll it out, brother.
Yes, we will. Yep. Yeah, yes, rap. He's a rapper. See, I'm right.
There you go.
I kind of feel like your rap's a little different than a normal person. So, like, I'm not into rap. I don't really care for it, but I really like when it's mixed with like a hip hop, because that's what my daughter does.
Jody, you got fans in England. Jody says, "Hey, can I get your autograph before you?"
There you go, King. So get ready. It's coming.
Yeah. Hey, just send us an MP3 at www. Or I guess our email. Email it to us at 216net.
Across your channel and felt you had to be something special. I'm wondering if my mother is disappointed with. Hold on, they keep fading. I don't with my life choices. Your mother thinks you are in the right spot that you should be, and she's never been embarrassed by you and never been upset. I know that she may have said stuff like that, but she always felt like she had to push you because you needed to be have a little bit of a kick in the butt a little bit. But she loves you very much. Don't worry about it. You're right where you're supposed to be. And she comes to you not every night. It's more like once a month. So I'm supposed to tell you that. Be watching, and when you're sleeping, ask to remember your dreams. You'll see her. Okay. Oh, I just flipped it. Sorry, guys. Let's see what we got. All right. Man, like mashups, not crap music. Lana likes mashups, not crap music. That's what Mark says. That's funny. I do. You know what? I'm into, like, I like music before I was born. I was born in 66. I love like the early 60s music, like the Beatles. And I've always listened to it, and I don't even know why, but I also like stuff that's now. Like, I really like Sam Smith. There's just certain singers I really
Sure.
like, you know, so yeah.
A big fan of King Louis.
Yeah. Hey, send me something. I'll
Right.
listen. I'll listen because I keep an open mind. Hello, everybody. I love catching you live. Hi, Marie. Thanks so much, Michelle. Not a problem. What else we got? Did Felicia? I did the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp last week. So part 1 on my YouTube channel will be the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, because that's my sign, so I did it first. So I kind of cheat, I guess. I have a little bit of a preference going on there. So yeah. Anybody else any questions? Now, if you notice that when I'm done and you're asking me questions, I don't get to them, I have to cut it because I would get messages all day long.
Right.
So we cut them, and you'll have to come back next week and ask it again, and I'll get back to you. Okay. So any other questions? Go ahead, guys. I'm hitting live chat. So, okay. Thank you so much. Not a problem. Hi, Marie. King can. Any more questions? I've got a couple more minutes.
A few more
Mark,
minutes.
make sure you hit my enchantedsky.com. There's Kate. Hi, Kate. I just talked. Yep. Okay. Gemini moon, Aries cusp. Gemini. Okay. Aries Taurus. Okay. Cool. All right. Summer, I know I've seen you here before. You guys got any questions?
Yeah, we got about 4 minutes. So if you've got some questions for Lana, that is great. If not, go visit her at www.enchantedsky.com. And when you do have those questions, if they're a little bit personal, she can do a reading for you. She is a master psychic.
Leanna wants any predictions for Georgia on January 5th. You know, Georgia's going through a huge, you know how they went blue? There's a reason. There's a lot of, you're going to see a lot more social programs being offered there that you haven't seen before. I see. Okay, you guys do know that that December 20th is the age of Aquarius officially starting. And if you don't know about the age of Aquarius, then I'm going to tell you, because you need to realize that that's a 2,000-year cycle of love, power, women in power. That's just, it goes all together. Super creative, human. I see like people helping each other, more social programs. It's just officially starting December 20th of 2020. I'm telling you, it's huge. You just don't even realize it.
Starting on the shortest day of the year.
Yeah. And it's coming, and it's all this old energy, this Piscean, it was Piscean energy. It's ending. It's the dogma of religion. The religion's going to take a change. That's why you're seeing religion changing. It's becoming, and people are like, well, it's just becoming different. And why? It's because we are awakening as people, and that's part of the age of Aquarius.
There you go.
So,
and Jody asks, will my son make it into the RAF he's applied and is waiting for his medical?
yes, but there's something that's going to take longer than he thought. So I don't know. There's some type of snafu going on there. Hi, Monica. There's some type of weird thing with the paperwork. I don't understand what that is, but he will get in. And he might not be in the spot he thought he was going to be in. It might be a little different. That's what I'm getting off that. Okay. All right, Monica. Was it Monica that said that? Yeah.
No, that was Jody.
Oh, Jody. Sorry, Jody. Okay. So any other questions here? Let me check. I kind of tap on my phone. Okay. Welcome to the card. Should I take I take my new car back? Summer, yes. You're gonna have more problems with it. There's something wrong with that. It's a lemon. It's very much a lemon. I can pick that up. I don't like how I feel about it. Okay, so do that. All right. Are we getting ready to end?
That music,
Possibly.
yeah, that music says we're
We do this
rolling.
for hours.
We're rolling into the back a minute or two here.
Yep.
So, any last questions here? King says, "What can I do to make my dream happen faster? A few years seems long to me."
Well, sorry. I can't. You can't speed up time. Just know that you're on the right track and don't give up.
That's the big thing. Don't give up.
Okay.
Right.
And because I see you. Oh, Leanna, yes, they do. Okay, good. Okay. She was just, I like when you guys acknowledge me that I'm right. It gives me a little confidence because even I'm still a person. I mean, I still got, like I had a person that was Vietnamese and everybody spoke Vietnamese and I couldn't get names because I can't understand their language. And I was really doubting myself for a couple days because I'm like, I really wanted me to come through with all their family, and I couldn't do it by name because a lot of times I pull names, and I couldn't do it, and I felt really bad. So.
Yeah, and the other thing too, King out there, and Jody says as well, send your sample in. It may be quicker. And send it to us right there, 216net@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
We roll music. Maybe there's a show. We've got 1.9 million listeners around the world. We'd love to help you out. And here's what I'll say. There is a reason that Lana and I got together.
Yes.
Right? And there's a reason that you're listening to this show today. So take action and send it to us. We'd love to listen to it. And if we can get you on, we'll get you on with it.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, I just got Marie. I'm telling you, you're on the right track, but it's not going to come out like you think it is. And I don't know what that means. That did not come from me.
So, so Jody just says, and really quickly as we wrap up, you said something will be delayed. He applied and didn't put his GCSE results on the form, so he's already.
Oh, they'll see there. Sorry.
Says,
You have to remember, I'm repeating what I'm told. I really truly am. So I think I've got like 4 or 5 guides that are just whispering in my ear, sort of. So
yeah. Okay. All right. So for all of us here at 216net, come back next week, same time, same channel. Thank you all for your time and tuning in. But reach out to Lana at www.enchantedsky.com, and she can take care of you, do your readings. She's just absolutely wonderful with her gift. So please come back, like and follow her on her Facebook page, like and follow her on her YouTube channel, like and follow us at 216net, and stick around because soon we'll have some great Enchanted Sky swag coming your way.
Bye.